It's really clear why Meghan Markle truly wants to get in front of His Majesty the King, King Charles III. We all know really it's about what happens in the future and where her standing, not necessarily her husband, but her standing and her children lie. For the simple fact, for Meghan, of course, this is the bread and butter, the future. This is exactly, well, many people might suggest, how things have moved forward. But in her eyes, the reason why she wants it is simply this. Let me explain. Hi, good to see you. You all right today? Thank you so much for your time. By the way, I'm glad you enjoyed the video regarding the Princess of Wales, Catherine, and of course her recent trip to Windermere. Lovely place if you've never been, by the way. It is a nice sort of spot where you can recharge your batteries and all that sort of stuff. I remember going up there into a hotel and it's like stepping off planet. Yeah, I understood why she picked that area, but she's done a sterling job for the Scouts. So if you do get a chance and you can support them, do support them. I admire her for doing that. And it's difficult in this climate because things like that are seen as old-fashioned, aren't they, and not as, on trend. But the old stuff is the best, and you make friends, you learn a lot of skills, and it's all volunteers. I like people doing stuff like that. Well done, Mom. I'm very impressed by that. I thought you looked terrific as well, by the way. Now let's get back to you. Oh, we haven't had a wave, have we? Nice to see you. Sorry, get told off. I get so engrossed, you see. And also in this beautiful area, can you see, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? This is just at the edge of Marble Arch. And where all the buses turn around and stuff. This is my life, as everybody knows. Buses and tubes, that's the thing, right, chums? I'm always doing one or the other. But yes, basically, what I wanted to share this with you is this. It's a rather serious topic, in fact, because as we know, recently Prince Harry went over to Ukraine and naturally angered his elder brother, Prince William, into the bargain, but he won't care. It's all about him. Now, what's fascinating is the letter back from the deputy, the vice president, was that, well, Your Royal Highness, Meghan, Your Royal Highness, absolutely. Something that really Meghan couldn't wait to share on her newly launched, as it were, social media platform. But it was toxic in September on CBS. It was dreadful. Shouldn't be. No, we have to be first responders. They're so fickle. I mean, truly, anything for a book, clearly. But where it gets interesting, for me, is particularly this. You see, as you can understand, Meghan relished the fact that HRH was at the top of the letter. And as I said, couldn't wait to get that out. But you see, according to her team, and her team are very leaky, which says a lot about really their sort of standing with Meghan, I would sort of say that they're probably exhausted. It's a bit like the headline that you saw recently where basically the Netflix staff said, look, we're over it. You can understand they're wrung out like J-cloths and they can't stomach much more, but that's the deal. Now, here's where this is interesting because Meghan believes that people are literally just calling them HRH, Your Royal Highness, or indeed Mom or Duchess, all the time. She claims this happened in Colombia, in Nigeria, wherever they travel around the world, as we found out, because she told us that people have thanked her for her service, like the guy on the airplane, remember? Really? Now, she believes that if Charles had any gumption, this basically would show him just really who the popularity in the monarchy is. And more importantly, any ideas about removing titles and doing all that sort of stuff, well, why would he? Because they are the future. They've proven that even without the guilt and the glamour of the British monarchy in attending all of those functions, like Troop in the Colour, and of course other situations that really one notices every year that's in the royal calendar. Well, for Meghan, you don't need that. She's proven the fact that actually all you need is the power of celebrity, something she was trying to push through very heavily with, of course, the late Queen Elizabeth II. And she basically believes that while they said they wouldn't use their titles, they're certainly not going to stop people from using their titles. It's not for them to tell them. According to that source, Meghan believes that if the royal family are upset, they should issue a letter out to everybody that they plan to meet, or indeed as a new reference point. And it should just either say, just the Duchess and Duke of Sussex, or indeed nothing at all. But either way, they can't blame Meghan simply for the fact that people still see her as something of a royal. And apparently, according to that source, they should be grateful. What do you make of it? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.